Do any of you guys ever feel like having two monitors is just not enough sometimes? Especially for myself playing in Discord with my buddies. We share our screens a lot so we can keep tabs on what we're doing, or say someone's playing a new game and we want to watch them, or even something like Tarkov and I'm playing with like a 5-man group. You can share your screen on Discord. I can have them up on my second monitor, but you know, what if I want to see someone else at the same time, or a third person at the same time, or what if I want to watch a video while I'm playing a game? I'm sure those of you who have two monitors feel the struggle from time to time. I know it's a very, I don't know if I should say a PC master race kind of issue, but it's something that I've been struggling with for a decent amount of time now. So I've decided, you know what? As you can see from this quad mount right behind me, I went out and I got myself two more monitors. So today we're going to be upgrading my setup from 2 monitors to 4 monitors. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. This is the Video Game Prodigy here, and I like to do lots of different videos, from video games to vlogs to reviews. So if any of that is interesting to you, I'd very appreciate it if you hit that subscribe, that notification bell, and if you like this video, if it's something that's interesting to you, I'd really appreciate it. So yeah, we're gonna be going up to 4 monitors today. I know it's gonna kill a couple of you guys with OCD who's gonna see my setup and notice that one monitor is not like the others. One of my monitors is a 4K 144 Hertz monitor, and it is, I believe, 27 inches. However, the other 3 is an Asus VG245 monitor, which that one is a 1080p 75 Hertz, and it's 24 inches. So you're obviously gonna have one that sticks out like a sore thumb, but the Asus one, or I guess the other 3, don't necessarily have to be 4K for myself. And unfortunately, I'm not rolling in money or anything like that, so I'm not gonna get 4 $600 monitors just so it all looks symmetrical. Not yet, at least. Who knows what's in store in the future. So I'm gonna go ahead and put links to everything that you're gonna be seeing in the description. If there's something that's not there that you're curious about, let me know down in the comments and I'll go ahead and fetch a link for you just so you can see what it is. As far as this quad mount that I got, most of these are from Amazon, Best Buy, mixes of that, but I'll give you guys some Amazon links so you at least know what you're looking for. And if you're in the market for something like that, you can look around with different suppliers and stuff like that and see what suits your fancy. So this quad mount, it was $59.99. I did buy it off of Amazon. The pole alone is heavy. Like, as soon as I took that thing out of the box, it was ridiculous. I was thinking about maybe recording myself building the mount, but I figured it's fairly straightforward and I feel like it's just not interesting enough. So Asus monitor, 24 inches, 1080p, 75 Hertz. It's what I have as my second monitor that's on the left side of my screen whenever I'm streaming. That's not my 4K one, very standard. They're nice, they get the job done. I really like them, and they're not too expensive. I'll go ahead and put a link down for those as well in the description. All right, so it is Editing VG over here. I wanted to kind of speed up the unboxing, the setup a little bit, just kind of go over what's going on. That way you guys don't have to kind of watch me do this real time and see how long this really is. So again, we're going to be unboxing 2 of these Asus VG245 monitors. They're very cheap, very inexpensive, and the quality is very great. The one that I have had has lasted me for a couple of years. They're pretty awesome. So as far as what's inside, as soon as we open it, we get a couple of cables, actually quite a bit of cables. Really the only ones that I need is the power cable and the HDMI. It did come with some 3.5mm audio jack cables that I didn't need at that moment, but I ended up needing. I picked up a Go XLR and it didn't come with any of those cables, and I needed 3 of them, and I had exactly 3. So I'm glad that I hoarded those cables. So now we went ahead, now we're right at the monitor. I actually went to go get another tool. That's why I kind of had to step away for a little bit. I needed to remove some screws that attach basically to unscrew the stand of the monitor from the VESA mount. So because I'm not going to need that stand since I'm going to be using the quad mount. So basically rinse and repeat that one more time to get the second monitor down. Now here's where it kind of gets a little bit annoying. I have to take down the monitors, take down the stand, undo all of the cable management that I had back there. And honestly, whenever I really kind of start a project, I try really hard to make the cables look nice, and it isn't until right at the end where I just completely give up and I'm like, you know what, no one's gonna see this. It's only me who's gonna know it's gonna look like this back here. I don't care, I just want this working. And then I just start throwing things up back there. So as of now, it doesn't look beautiful back there. I do plan on changing that eventually. But you can't see it, so you don't know. You know what? I'm just gonna go out and say that it looks completely beautiful back there. It looks amazing. Don't worry about it. So we set up the quad mount. That thing is ginormous. So I had to put the little X to the little VESA mounts and screw those in. That's what the monitors are going to be hooked up to. That way we can screw them in. So I kind of tried to adjust the heights of them before, because it's going to be even harder to adjust the heights of the two sets of arms once the monitors are on top of them, because they're going to have the weight of the monitors on them. So I tried to leave the cables for the Dell on the bottom right and the Asus on the bottom left. Those are pretty much already there, so hooking those up will be pretty easy. The top ones do get a little difficult, and I kind of have a little heart attack once I start putting up the top two, because they start to fall, not just tilt downwards the way the Dell and the Asus did, and I had to kind of tighten the torque so it doesn't do that so much, but it was the actual arm itself slid downwards. So I had kept my fingers and my arm underneath in case that did happen, but it was scary nonetheless. But the monitors did work, there was no issues whatsoever, so that was good. And I got them pretty, nice and perfect, I think, and flush to at a point where I feel is comfortable after using them right now. So one thing to note, I do have a 2 PC setup. I have a gaming computer and I have an editing computer. What you see right there on the left of the screen, that is my editing PC. That one is a pre-built computer. My gaming one is a custom rig that I built. So technically it is the top right and bottom right are to my gaming computer, and the bottom left and the top left are to my editing PC. So technically it's 2 PCs with 2 monitors, with a total of a 4 monitor setup. So I did run into a problem back here when it comes to hooking them up, because the graphics cards on the back only had, I believe, 1 HDMI port. So no problem, I have a bunch of converters. I had some HDMI to DVI converters, so I could hook them up. Only problem is I had used so many of them. I had used my last one, I think, to get the top right one working, and I needed to go to the store to get one more converter for that top left one. So technically by the end of this little fast forward setup video, I didn't have them really working. Well, I mean, they were on and they worked. I just didn't have the top left one hooked up to the graphics card. So I had to go the next day to like Best Buy and pick up an HDMI to DVI converter. But after that, everything was working just perfectly fine. Now the only thing is I don't know what to do as far as the wallpaper goes. For one, I'm not big on wallpapers at all, really. But I don't know, I feel like I should do something special. I have 4 monitors, so that's one thing that I'm thinking about. I don't know what I want to make that right now. What's going on, guys? It is VG Prodigy here again. It's a couple of days into the future, because like I said, I had to stop down at Best Buy, pick up some more like a HDMI to DVI adapter, but the setup is up and running and good to go, and I have got to use it for a couple of days and I love it. I'm really happy. I don't have any kind of like buyer's remorse, like maybe this is a little bit overboard. I'm really happy with it. Now the only thing is I'm thinking about maybe getting a bigger, longer desk, because I do seem like I am running out of a lot of space with having the 2 keyboards. I have to have one of my PCs off to the side. Now I have a Go XLR up here, so I'm running out of a lot of real estate up here. Even though it is a fairly big desk, I think I need to go bigger. But that's it as far as the 4 monitors videos goes. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, I'm going to have links to the monitors, quad mounts, things like that down in the description, Amazon links, so you can see how much they are. If there's any questions that you have, or if you have any ideas about like you know, what you like, stuff like that, anything you want to know more about, just let me know. Hit me up, ask me a question. I usually respond pretty quickly. But thank you all so much for stopping by. That subscribe button helps me out so very much, and so does a like. This is the Video Game Prodigy, and I'll see you guys next time.